Right, good evening. I'd like to call to order the Board of Education Finance Committee meeting for Monday, March 10th, 2025. Item number 2 is public comment. Seeing no one here, we'll move on to item number 3, approval of the minutes. We have the February 10th, 2025 minutes. Did anyone have any changes at this time? All right. Hearing none, do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? All right, the minutes pass. Item 4, discussion consideration. We have the 2025-2026 preliminary transportation budget. Go ahead and kick that off, Matt.
Good evening. I'm here to go over the preliminary transportation budget.
I think we should all note Matt's very nice school bus tie also. I mean, he's
Yes, I wore the school bus tie for the school bus budget.
yeah, it seems appropriate. Seems appropriate.
Our transportation team consists of Todd Latham, the Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, myself as the Director of Transportation, Adrian Ramirez as the Assistant Director of Business Services, Brandy Lanzarata, the Assistant Director of Transportation, Kelly Madden, the Routing and Planning Supervisor, Kendall Callahan, our Administrative Assistant, Jeremy Beckman and Fidel Delgado as our mechanics, and Philip Carter as our extra help. So for our fiscal year 25-26 staffing, the office is completely staffed as of now, so that would not change. Fully staffed, we would be 67 bus drivers and 8 monitors. We do have 2 different bus fleet plans dependent on if our state bid comes in this year or not. They're still kind of held up. The last wording was that they were coming in, going to be completed this March. But they've been pushed back since last July, so we're still a little hesitant on if they'll meet their deadline. But if state bid order is received, we would end up with having a total of 20 72 passenger propane buses, 25 72 passenger diesel buses, 20 30 passenger gas buses, 4 27 passenger gas buses, 9 21 passenger with lift buses, and 4 school activity buses. And then if the state order did not come in this year, the only thing that would change on there is it would be 15 30 passenger gasoline buses. So right now we're looking at a local revenue of $3,317,500 and a state revenue of $1,250,175 with a projected total of $4,567,675. This is coming from our property taxes, interest income, rider fees, bus sales, and state transportation and claim reimbursement. The projected salaries for next year are $2,925,090 with projected benefits at $71,835 for a total of $2,996,925. That covers our compensation for staff, drivers, monitors, mechanics, and then the office staff and mechanics benefits such as pension, dental, life insurance. And then for professional services such as training, staff training, professional fees, software, and bus repairs, a projected total of $225,550. And then projected supplies and materials are $372,825, such as copy paper, office supplies, fuel, bus parts, and utilities. And capital purchases is projected at $1,400,100. This is for bus purchases in support of our fleet management plan. And then our projected other services is $8,000. Contingency is $40,000, and non-capital is $10,000 with a projected total of $58,000. This is for stuff such as any contingency plans that come up, tools, shop equipment, and extra technology. So this is a 5-year comparison of what it's looked like over the years, and it's kind of fluctuated up and down over the past couple of years, and it has been projected going down since 23-24. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, sorry. Question for you. I mean, I recognize that COVID did a number on the whole issue about transportation
Mm-hmm.
and getting new buses and when we can get them, and we're still not out of that woods yet.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at what our income is, or our revenue, and versus what our expenditures are, I mean, for a number of years we were building up a capital fund, but now we're starting to spend that down. If you looked out in the next couple years, when do we get to a point where we have a balanced transportation budget, or do we ever get to a point where we have a balanced transportation budget where the revenue that we're bringing in is equivalent to the our total capital, our total spending, including the bus purchases?
Todd, are you able to answer that one?
So I think we get to that maybe another year or two when we get that fleet management plan very leveled.
Right.
And then we'll come back to something that's more in line with revenues expenses. So one of the factors that may change this budget is a couple things. We're going to do the transportation rebuild out there in the parking area. That comes in under budget. That's great. We'll probably be in line with this. It also depends on when those buses come in. So if they don't come in this year, we may come back and have to adjust that capital line to move the purchases into the other year. So it might go from 1.4 to maybe something more like 2.1. Probably it will raise the expenses a little bit more this year, but I don't know where those will come in at. So there could be a fund balance and then expenditure in the next year, or it could just kind of all balance out. But I think when we get that fleet plan balanced out, we'll see much more evenness between revenues and expenses.
Okay, thank you.
And then all of those factors are from compensation per agreements, benefits based on current elections and market costs, purchase services estimates at a reduction in external services, supplies and materials such as reduced fuel costs, utilities, and bus parts. Capital includes funds for new bus purchases, and other objects includes compliance, testing, and capital projects, and subject to change based on construction schedule. Contingency added for large cost failures such as an engine or transmission, and non-capital budgets reduced for tools and equipment. Any questions or comments?
At this point, what are our, kind of following up on Paul's question, what are our oldest buses in the fleet?
So our oldest buses in the fleet would be, we have some 30 passengers that are 2017s. And that is our oldest. As far as the big buses go, 2018 is what our oldest fleet is right now.
And the strategy that we came up with a couple years ago was to replace them every 5 years, was it, or is it longer than that?
We are trying to get them into a 5-year rotation, yes, so that we're consistently changing them out.
Yeah, but we just can't get deliveries.
At the moment, the deliveries for the smaller buses are what's difficult right now.
Huh. Okay.
And then, last but not least, there was a propane rebate that we were able to get into. After filling out this with the Illinois Propane Association, we were able to receive back $10,000 rebate on our fueling station and a $60,000 rebate on our bus purchases for a total rebate of $70,000.
What's the basis? Why the? I mean, thank you, but I mean, what's the logic and the rationale behind somebody rebating us $70,000?
So these rebates were through the Propane Association, which was to be sent to our dealer. The person we bought them from was to send them through. So I'm not sure what the rationale was behind it. I don't know if you have more info, Todd.
I think it's more as an incentive, just like you see some of those for electrical vehicles. So this is really to entice us to use the propane as a fueling source. This was kind of like the reward that we would get back for that, and to they're trying to grow that particular fleet across the United States, and we're a participant. So we did know about these. The federal government offers a lot of these, but the one that we went through is, a lot of times we don't qualify for the federal program because our buses aren't old enough. They typically have to be diesel, and ours are much newer than that. But so we did find out that we're eligible for the propane side of that, and through this state association, so we applied. So it's really an incentive for us to continue to use, maybe offset any costs from when we first bought our first propane buses at about 42,000. They've gone up a little bit higher. Plus, we've also added some other features that we believe are better for our drivers. So it was really just a rebate plan that if we bought them, that they would kind of flow that back to the district. We applied at the end of December, right before the deadline, and this is what we received out of that. When we get new buses, we'll apply again, so we'll take advantage of the program that rebates us back for purchasing and using propane.
So of the new buses that are coming in, maybe for Matt, how many of them are propane that we're expecting if they come in March or a little bit later?
So all of the state bid ones were gasoline buses. These we have 5 propanes coming in that we ordered when we didn't believe that state bid was coming in.
Okay.
So we have 5 propanes coming in still for this year that we'll be able to put on the rebate again.
Right. Thank you.
So the state bid that we went through the previous school year, we didn't have to go out for bid for it as it was the state bid. They were anticipated to be here in June, July of this past year. Then as they went through, the company was bought out, which put a whole damper on everything. And they were moving from New York to Indiana. They were moving their whole process. So they were originally anticipated to be here in November, December, and then it was pushed out again to January, February, and now we're at March, April. And I've checked with them several times in the past couple of weeks. They are still believing they will be completed by the end of March.
Can I ask one more question, Matt?
Yeah.
We, I'm correct that we have really shifted that ratio from the larger buses. We used to have almost all like 72 passenger buses, right? And a lot fewer of the like 30 or 27. Is that
That
correct?
is correct. Over the years, our special needs program has grown, and I project it's going to continue to grow as schools are filling up, and we'll have a need for more of those smaller buses.
Yeah. And do we use any of the smaller buses for like regular routes, as it were, just for like normal morning or afternoon routes, or only the 72 passenger?
4 of those new buses that we're waiting for will be going towards that and replacing 4 diesel buses.
Okay.
They'll be used for our St. Peter's schools and for our Fox Valley Career Center shuttle bus.
Makes sense. Perfect. Thank you.
Any other questions?
All right. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
Okay, item number 5, future agenda items. In the future, we'll be hearing about the capital projects review. Item number 6, items for recommendation to the full board. We have the 2025-26 preliminary transportation budget that we just heard. I'll make a motion to move that along. Do I have a second?
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? All right, we'll move that on to the full board. Under information, item 7, we just have legislative update. I don't have anything. Dr. Barrett, anything to add?
No, I don't have anything right now either.
Okay.
There's a flurry of stuff that they're talking about, but nothing actually happening.
Yeah, I think that's a good assessment. Okay, so it brings us to adjournment. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, we are adjourned. Thank you.